Welcome to Retro Sports Gamer Channel. I'm Tim Kittredge from NBA Jam and Mutant Football League, NFL Blitz, and a few other games. Boom shakalaka! Kaboom! Let's go!
It's Tecmo time. Round 4 in the playoffs for GBLAN Online Tecmo. This is the Retro Sports Gamer channel. I'm Trojan1979. I'm welcoming back the Riddler. How we doing?
I'm doing great. About to crack open a beer.
Let's do it. Oh, it sounds so delicious. Hey, raise it up if you got it. We're glad you're with us here. We'll be with you all night long, Trojan1979, with Riddler and anyone else that wants to help out for this. We're going to be covering games from Week 4 and Week 5 of the playoffs, or I should say Round 4 and Round 5 of the playoffs. This matchup features the number 13 seed, Randy Wags, taking on the number 25 seed, The Shield. And the highest seed in the playoffs calls the matchup and is player 1. Let's take a look at the matchup. Denver Broncos, San Diego Chargers. Break it down for us.
This is actually one of my newer matchups that I've been liking quite a bit. You have John Elway for Denver and Humphrey being able to run a lot. And then you got San Diego, who has the defense abilities to pick with Bird, but they also have Marion Butts back there. We'll get more into this matchup as it goes on here. There's a lot of intriguing things that you can look for in this game.
300-year-old John Carney with the kickoff. Here comes Belvin Bradden out of his end zone to the 5. Not a lot of defenders, and finally gobbled up at the 13 and first down. Let's look at this playbook.
Yeah, so he's got it and run 2 there. He's going to try to get a little isolation situation. Randy Wags usually taps somewhere between 12 and 15 when I've played him. Shield is much lower than that, usually right around 10 or 11. So we may see some tap touchdowns today out of Randy Wags. We'll see what happens.
John Elway out of the shotgun formation. Keeps it on the ground and gets to the marker and first down at the 25.
If I was Denver, that's what I would do too. Take a bunch of small chunks here, running with Elway, running with Humphrey. Don't get yourself in a situation where the DBs of San Diego can get some interceptions.
Looks like the Shield trying to bump there, and Humphrey's getting 6 yards on first down, second down, and 4. Pass to Zacole. Burnout to Mark Jackson. To the 40. 35, 30, 35 out of bounds for a first down. Huge gain.
Yeah, the human cannon arm there of Elway getting on the burn route.
Back to the weak side open formation. Tried this 2 plays ago. Here he goes. And O'Neal is on his back. Humphrey may have a touchdown. 10, 5. He won't be stopped. And it's 6 for Randy Wags.
Yeah, he tried to split going up the middle there. I guess maybe he was trying to free up a drone again. He didn't want to get in a ISO situation with Randy Wags, and we have a quick 7-0. Let's see how the Shield responds.
Don't tread well on me. It's 7-0 after the extra point from David Treadwell. Here comes Rod Bernstein. Rod Bernstein, when you talk about the sexual puns of the Chargers, is often left out of the equation. You hear the Pickle and the BJ and the Butts getting all of the, and the Cox getting all the action.
Yeah, don't forget Aaron Cox.
But we have the Rod here as well. We got a called run 3. Marion Butts. Not slippery enough, taken down at the 5, 2nd and 16. And the pitch back-to-back, run 3. Carl Mecklenburg bottles it up. It's 3rd and 11. Now from the single back formation, back-to-back. That's a 3-third run. And now looking at 4th down and 3 for the Shield early in the first quarter.
Yeah, big play early in the game. Early. Here we go.
4th run 3 in a row. Gets the marker. Is taken down at a first down. That takes some cojones.
A lot of Carl Mecklenburg early on here.
And this is the 5th run 3 in a row. And so far, Randy Wags doing a good job bottling it up. The drone support has been decent. Butts with the best run so far, 1st and 10.
So one of the things with Denver having Simon Fletcher at DB4.
We have a Wyman Henderson pick. So the redirect there on that throw, he tried to go for a burn. He had a step. It redirects and leads it to a pick, and that's what you get with these lower pass control quarterbacks.
Yep. I was going to say about how it limited options in running or run 2 and run 4, but the interception came too soon.
2nd and 7 here for Randy Wags. Pitches to Humphrey. He's past the drone and out of bounds at the 32-yard line and a first down.
It's going to be hard to use that DB1 even on that situation because Humphrey's so fast that he could reverse to the bottom as well.
Here comes Elway buying time. Being very patient there as we enter the second quarter. 7-0. Randy Wags over the Shield. Condition check time looks like Elway's in bad. Kubiak in average.
It's still, I mean, he's still got quite the arm. He's still fast. I mean, as long as he keeps doing the way he's been doing it, where he's not throwing anything unless they're wide open, he might not try that burn route anymore just because of the risk. But still, Randy Wags has got the momentum.
Weak side open run here. And O'Neal's on his back again. It's the second time. And Humphrey is going to get his second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, I don't know if the fear of getting there too soon is getting into the Shield's head a little bit, because Tim usually does, who is the Shield, doesn't usually make those kinds of mistakes running into drones. That's something I would do, you know.
Well, he's doing the bump because he doesn't have the tap advantage. It's 14-0, by the way. Randy Wags over the Shield, and the odds have been against him. So when you try to bump that blocker, you have a 75% chance of freeing that up. But there's a 25% chance you end up on your back and against an elite running back like Humphreys. That's what you get. And unfortunately, the dice rolled against him twice in a row, and now he's looking at a 2-touchdown deficit. So he tries a weak side run of his own. Weak side open here to Marion Butts. And here's the difference. The tapping, well, there was drone support there, but
yeah, the ability to tap so fast, it makes you break that tackle against the drone so quickly as well.
Here comes Tolliver. Tolliver crossfield to Anthony Miller. He's got the completion and the first down past the 30.
This is an important drive to get some points on the board, and at worst, just so that way Denver can't get the ball back again, because if he went down 17 or 21, it would be about all she wrote.
And so just to set this for the viewers as they're checking the lineups here, this is a winner's bracket game, so the loser is not eliminated from contention. They're both still competing at the top of the bracket. So Tolliver underneath the Butts, nice completion. Taken down at the 50 and a first down. This time Tolliver from a shotgun formation. Dropping back, now finds Quinn Early underneath. And out of bounds for another first down and at the 39.
Nice little pickup of first downs here.
Back to the run 3. He's had some production with this. And short of the marker, 7 yards. Randy Wags being patient, not picking this play that often.
Yeah, just trying to make him call as many plays as possible as he goes down the field.
Going with Simon Fletcher on defense now. He's got the 50-50 ball and decides to keep it on the ground with Tolliver and gets the first down. Back to the weak side open. Simon Fletcher on defense. He's going to try to popcorn this blocker. Shield has to reverse his field, and it minimizes the run. So if you can hold Marion Butts to 4 yards of carry, that's a win every time.
Yeah, it's definitely what you're looking for. We've yet to see him use DB4 Smith yet for Denver.
Nice auto dive. Oh, and out of bounds. That was a mistake. I don't think he meant to do that.
Unless he was trying to run clock. Maybe.
He gets too smart for his britches. Butts trying to break free. And he puts the ball on the ground, and it is picked up by Michael Brooks. He's still going. Taken down to the 13. And first down now for Randy Wags. And that's the risk you make when you're down 2 scores. I think you get the points when you can.
Yeah. So let's just hope for his sake that he accidentally ran out of bounds.
I'm Trojan 1979. I'm with Riddler. This is the Retro Sports Gamer channel. Glad you're with us. Nice run 3 by Randy Wags to Humphreys.
I thought that was going to be trouble. I thought he was going to get far enough away from the drone where he was going to have to keep giving yardage up.
This might be another run 3. It is. running right at Gilbert. Gilbert having a blocker in his vicinity, and the drone support is there. 20 seconds. 19 seconds of Tecmo time left. This time the run won. And now this is probably a back and be situation. I don't think you can go with Treadwell from this distance.
No, that's too far. Humphrey coming in at wide receiver. Is it a decoy or not?
Well, it makes at least you have fast enough players to get down the field here.
Yeah, I didn't know. It makes you consider the tight end pass 3 and pass 4 also.
So he wants Vance Johnson. Big Johnson over his hands. That would have been brutal. 14-0. Welcome to halftime. Randy Wags over the shield. I'm Trojan with the Riddler here on the Retro Sports Gamer channel. We're really glad you're with us. If you haven't yet, give this video a like. Leave some. If you're watching live, make sure to join us in chat. If you're watching this after the fact, make sure to leave a comment on the video. Glad you're with us. If you want to see more of this tournament, subscribe. Check out the rest of the videos we have. So back to the action. Joe Caravella out of his end zone. 10, 15, 20. Taken down to the 21. So first down. Shield with the opening possession of the half has plenty of time here, but needs to make good work out of this possession.
Continues to go with Billy Joe Tolliver. He looks like he's going to take a shot with Tolliver here.
Going over to Wayne Walker, and he's triple covered and complete. 2nd and 10.
That was dangerous.
Pitches to Butts. We saw this at the beginning of the game, and now 3rd down and 15. That's a long way to go if you are the Chargers. Pass 1 is the call. Burn routes seem to be covered, and Mecklenburg is in position, and now 4th and 15. Yeah, now you have to open up the JJ possibility here. That's the only way.
He's got a chance.
So
he's going to have one-on-one.
Here he goes.
Pickle man to Walker.
And he's covered. So the throw is on target, and it is incomplete as he was covered. And now Randy Wags is in tremendous field position. Has an opportunity to put the proverbial dagger in.
Yeah, he's gonna. Shield's gonna need some kind of turnover or a missed field goal. I think if he goes down 3 scores, it's all she wrote.
So mixed conditions here. Looks like Melvin Bratton remains in good. Humphreys isn't bad, or Humphrey, I should say, isn't bad. Kubiak isn't good, but so far leaving Elway in over him. Although Kubiak does have 19 maximum speed at this point. And I would say a good condition, Melvin Bratton is probably not a bad substitute for Clarence K. The question becomes, is he trying to do something with the blocking here? Because you have, I think Leslie O'Neal's the only guy you got to worry about popcorning your blockers.
Yeah. Even Steve Sewell was in good condition. He could have went in there as well.
So from the bottom hash mark, here comes John Elway. This is pass 2, burn route, Mark Jackson, touchdown. Holy crap.
Just beat it right there, right?
I had difficulty spitting all that out, but Randy Wegg is just on fire right now. The Shield's got to be a little bit shell-shocked, 21-0. The Shield is a seasoned veteran, an excellent player, so this comes out of a bit of a surprise, but he has been going forward on his – he feels like he's had to trade blow for blow. When you get behind, sometimes you wonder if you can make those stops.
And now you got to go out of character with the Chargers and try to score quick. So it could get ugly.
Marion Butts with the run gets 9 yards. He's going to need a touchdown before the quarter ends and at least a one stop and a turnover.
Sticking with the run still.
We'll see if Randy Wags does anything to stop him here. So bottom hash mark, pass 1 is the call. Here comes
Steve Atwater here. So we get a lower interception.
And he gets the covered catch in the tap. I do not think Randy Wags is ready for that. And that's a touchdown for Anthony Miller.
Because he only had 4 there. I don't know if he dropped his controller or what, but it's Miller time.
Crack it open if you got it. Mark Vlasic getting it done. So, yeah, Randy Wags, I think, thought there's no way this pass is completed. And the Shield takes advantage, gets the tabs in, the touchdown, 21-7 your score. And plenty of time here if he can get a stop and potentially a turnover. So Melvin Bratton out of his end zone. Here he comes.
Wags needs to lay off the French fries while he's playing. His controller got greasy.
Sounds delicious. You're making me hungry. 1st and 10.
You said you had a sandwich before the broadcast.
You know, I'm a big man. A sandwich ain't going to do it. Sam Seeley, cross the formation, run 3 is the call. We've seen a lot of run 3 today.
Nice cut.
Boy. Randy Wiggs seems to do no wrong today besides that last play. 1st down and 10. So, this time going the other direction. Bird, the proper defender here, loses ground. I don't know why he went backwards. I think he's got to get out of bounds there. But anyway, time expires 21-7. Randy Wiggs over the Shield. And we see Elway.
Gosh, Elway went all the way from bad to good. The whole gamut today.
Steve Sewell is in good. Ricky Nattiel, of course, caught that touchdown in Super Bowl 22. Paul Green, an excellent. So, my first ever Tecmo Milwaukee, I'm playing against Rico, and I'm a lot better today than I was, 3 years ago. But in that game, Paul Green goes into good or excellent, one of the two, and I sub him in for Clarence K. And he ends up scoring a touchdown that makes the game close. Although Rico, being the player he was, put me away a little bit after that. But I felt like that was a moment for me, putting in a backup tight end, and we've seen some fun things happen with backup players in Tecmo broadcasts. So anyway, here comes Elway on a sweep. Breaks a tackle, and here he goes. Breaks another tackle and taken down. 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Paul Green's one of those guys that I don't even usually check because even in excellence, he's really not that good.
The chat went wild for Paul Green. Come on. He went to OTAs, and we got a called weak side open. Intuition, the Shield is kicking in. He's inside his head. 4th down and 8. What will happen here?
This could get interesting here if we get a quick JJ because he's going to punt here.
Well, I do think punting is the correct call here, although he always gets tackled by the rushing defender.
Yeah, I 100% agree with the punt.
I mean, you've already wasted the better part here of a minute.
Oh, man. Huge punt return. All right, can the pickle man come in and get it done?
Well, I think the Shield can methodically get one touchdown. The issue is that as player 2, you need to get a stop again. So he's just going to let it go.
That's what I would have done.
Anthony
Miller time!
He's your money man. He's got the JJ, and he's got a touchdown, and we have a ball game.
Yeah. Billy Joe Tolliver plays 3 quarters, doesn't get anything done. Pickle man coming in.
Chubbly bubbly. Living the high life. So the Shield brings it in within 1 score and did it quickly. So pressure's on Randy Wiggs to put together a drive and keep the ball away from the Shield. I
believe a pickle is a cucumber made with vinegar, correct?
That is correct.
We could see some vinegar here causing some sourness if Wags blows this game.
How'd that go?
It was a stretch.
You know what? This late in the season, folks, we're willing to try anything to get you to laugh. So here comes Elway on pass 4.
Paul Green, give it to him.
If Paul Green's the hero, I tell you.
You foreshadowed it.
I really don't know what happens here, folks. So, Red Gun Z pass 4, slant, and the Shield.
I thought he stepped out. Guess not. Tecmo being friendly.
Randy Wiggs has just beaten down the Shield through 5 yards in a cloud of dust. And this is basically what it's like to play against Vinny Testaverde.
Again.
And now here comes Humphrey. Puts the ball on the ground.
No! Oh, that was still in bounds.
That was the break. The Shield. I thought it was in bounds, too.
Yeah.
The Shield.
Man, that's a play that has hurt the Shield a bunch, him getting knocked down on this play.
And he gets the bump that time. And see, that's why he does it. Because there it makes that play turn into nothing. And it eliminates the tap factor. Just too many drones. 3rd down and 4. And if you're the Shield, you're all in here. You got to get this stop.
A little Omaha at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets the marker. Are you kidding me? Oh,
and the taps.
If you're the Shield, you're now throwing your controller in the trash.
Yeah.
1st and 10.
Man, oh, man.
Trying to close it out on the pass 1. Here comes the Shield. Yep. And doesn't get the tackle. Now Elway is just going to take some clock down.
Was that third or fourth down when that happened?
I think
it was third.
I think it was third. So second down at 7.
Punt would probably ran most of the clock anyway, but still frustrating. Wags taking unnecessary risks, I think, at this point. This would have been run 3 for me 3 times in a row, and punting it, game would have been over. There's run 3. Yep. One more time.
I mean, he could punt it here. He's close enough.
Yeah. There's nothing that you can do against run 3 that get you in bounds.
And here's the proverbial genuflect. And you'll kick it in the end zone, and this will be a touchback, and this will be the end of the game. So, congrats to Randy Wags, who advances here 21-14 over the Shield. The Shield will go down to the loser's bracket. He's still in it. Still be batting. Look at the John Elway, 100%.
100%.
Not bad. 66 coming from Mark Vlasic, getting 116. That's a lot for a Chargers game. But most of the damage being done in the yards on the ground from. You had those fourth down situations that the Shield was in, and he rolled the dice and it just didn't go his way this game. So, but that's why it's double elimination. Sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your way, and it gives you a chance to relive and try again. So, Randy Wags over the Shield. We'll be back with another game just after this. Stay tuned. And we are back. It's Trojan 1979 here on the Retro Sports Gamer channel. I'm joined again by Riddler. Welcome back. How we doing?
I am doing really good, Troy.
That's fantastic. So, fans, we are here in round 4. The last game you just saw was from the winner's bracket. This is a loser's bracket matchup. That means it's an elimination game here between the higher-seeded Nelson 79 and Matty D, Matt to George, who just came back from Jersey Cup Tecmo, had himself a blast. Check out that live stream on the No Frills Tough Guys League if you haven't had a chance. Ray Bordeaux did a great job holding it down in that stream. But back to this. This is the GBLAN Online 2019 tournament here. You're on the Retro Sports Gamer channel. Lots of fun action in weeks past. If you want to catch up, subscribe to this channel and look at the playlists. We have all of the games for you. Weeks 1 through 6 of the regular season, and then, of course, this is Week 4 and Week 5 combined in one broadcast here. So all the best games for Week 4 and Week 5 we'll be showing you today. So, matchup between Nelson 79 and Matty D. Let's take a look at the teams that they selected. Nelson 79 going with the Buffalo Bills. Matty D choosing the New York Football Giants. Break down this action for us.
I feel like if you're going to take a Tier 1 matchup, this is, I think, the best matchup. Because I think things involving the Oilers sometimes get ridiculous with CCs. So we got the Giants, who are well-rounded in all aspects of the game. Buffalo has some elite players, but the problem with them on defense is they don't have anybody with high interception numbers. Their highest guy is a linebacker 1, Daryl Talley, with 44 interception, who's like really their 4th best defender.
Here comes Jamie Miller out of his end zone to the 5. And taken down. Go ahead and continue your breakdown.
Yeah, so this is always interesting with Buffalo's offense is just potent with Andre Reed, QB Bills, and then the Terminator right there, Thurman Thomas, and especially with Nelson 79, who is an elite tapper. I mean, he taps usually around 15 or higher. He's pretty sick when it comes to that.
Love it in elevator. James Loft with a reception and a first down.
He's got kind of a funky playbook here, so I'm going to kind of see how this plays out here.
Big whoop from LT. Completely misses the Terminator, 2nd and 6. So you see a couple really unorthodox plays here. Pass 4 and pass 1 are not plays you'll typically see in most Tecmo players' playbooks.
Gary Reasons is a little slower, but he has 63 interception, which just can be huge.
First down conversion with the underneath throw to Thurman Thomas. And we're just seeing a lot of the misdirection here. This is a run up the middle, bounces to the outside. Here comes Thurman Thomas back to the middle and taken down. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Nelson really likes to run the ball quite a bit. So so far he's been playing into what his typical strategy is. Sorry, there, a little burp from the beer there.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Blue Yeti did a nice job blocking it up. But a first down run from Thurman Thomas. How's that thing been treating you?
It's really good. I like it a lot. It matches my computer. It's great decor.
Plug and play is nice with technology. So, pro set formation here. We've got the play action on pass one here.
Yeah, I don't know how often you're going to be faked out with handoffs to Jamie Mueller.
The problem is that you don't have the accompanying. You have to have either run one or run four match it that goes with that formation, because you have the race bias with the curtain back set. If you had a different running back in there, it'd be a little bit different. But you usually have that lead block take the receiver, or excuse me, the lead fullback get the handoff, not the full on pro set. Or you have that fake pitch, and he doesn't have either one of those plays in. So it kind of makes it obvious when that lead back takes it. So here comes the
Blitz.
call play. Eric Dorsey with the drone sack. We have second down and 18.
And that was that pass 4 there, I believe? If it's pass 4, it doesn't have a true hot route.
Comes Thurman Thomas. Getting a little bit closer for Scott Norwood, looking at a 3rd and 12.
I like Buffalo's offense against the Giants, even though Giants have a great defense. If you take like pass 4, like run, shoot.
JJ
Oh, wait, there you go.
Andre freaking Reed in the end zone. That's a touchdown. He went to that curl route on pass 3. Got the JJ, got the 6.
I think his playbook, though, is going to hurt him a little bit down the stretch on what you can do with the Bills, because you can hit some quick strikes because all the best Giants defenders. Oh no, huge block on the extra
got
point.
In there.
I was just quickly before they get changed possession here, I was just saying that with them having linebackers and even Emerson Walls up at the top, you can do a lot of quick tosses to Andre Reed at wide receiver too. And with his playbook that he has there, that's kind of limiting those options. All right, so that's huge. It's like basically 2 field goals instead of a touchdown now.
So Matty D is such a good player. I just don't understand why Otis Anderson is not returning the kick. But what do I know? He's got the draw play and taken down. So Meggett is already in prison, and now he's been tackled for a loss.
I like the draw if you have a max speed 6 quarterback, because you could take the handoff in multiple directions. But when you don't have the tap advantage, the draw there is kind of a bad play. And I would assume that Matty.
He was going to put the Haas in. He changed his mind.
Hey, Haas can run the ball, though. He can run. He'll throw a lot of interceptions for you at this level, but he can run.
Cornelius Bennett on defense runs right at him. So here comes David Meggett with a cavalcade of blockers,
great block.
Taken down at the 22. Paying homage to our friend, the ultimate weapon. He introduced the word cavalcade into my life, and I've never been the same since. So here comes Sims. Now he's got the 6 maximum speed like you want. Let's see how that run 2 comes into effect now. You got a nice completion on the first down for Matty D now, who is trailing 6-0 at 4:19. Tecmo time in the second. Single back formation from the bottom hash mark. Here's a draw play. And
see that can be really effective there.
Here comes Meggett. You never ever wish for your quarterback to go into bad, except for their 1st and 10.
Yeah, and you look at what defender they're using, and you can dictate what you're going to do with that before the snap. Up the middle.
You know, Sims is going up to Mark Bavaro here. He's going to have a touchdown, I believe. Yes, he does.
Oh, man, I swear that hit the ground. I saw it. I saw the X on the ground.
So Phil Sims even in bad making that throw, getting it there. Bill Parcells always likes a big tight end. You get a 6-7 game here, so extra point, I feel like that's going to be a factor in this one.
That's huge. There's an ESTL league where we have all equal rosters except for a superstar, and I have a superstar linebacker 1, and I won a playoff game today because I blocked an extra point. So that's nice.
So checking the lineups is Nelson 79, some good, some bad, probably mostly bad. From what I could see of the quick flashing, Don Beebe, the eventual Green Bay Packer, Super Bowl winning Don Beebe with the Packers, making the lineup here. Of course, the namesake of Third Beebe, which is a tournament I ran a couple years ago in honor of my third baby joining the world. And here comes QB Bills.
Okay, we should have ran to the top there.
Scott Beebe.
Still got him.
You know, the Bills have that interesting, I want to say it's 25 running speed to start. It's a very awkward stat. You just don't see that from other players in the game.
Yeah.
And taken down to the 44-yard line, rather. First down for Nelson, 79, looking at pass 4.
Something to keep in mind if he continues to take LT here, Matty D, is that we could see some CCs because with Lawrence Taylor's numbers being a little lower and QB Bills and Reed being so high.
So here's that pass 1. He's just going to back and beat this thing. He's got to let it go. He's going to run out of room. Back of the end zone. He's got the cover catch in the back of the end zone.
Call me Nostradamus. I just called that was going to be something to watch. I mean, LT against a lot of people, his interception numbers, I believe, were 31. Would be pretty good. But QB Bills and Andre Reed combined, their numbers are so high because it's like 81 for QB Bills and Andre Reed, what is he, like 69 catch or 75? He's something sick.
Andre Reed over the middle, man. He's something special, but he gets a covered catch there and a touchdown. Nelson 79 with the lead here, 13-7 with 57 seconds of Tecmo time in the second quarter. Top hash mark for Matty D, the run 3 to Dave Meggett. And finally taken down, times take it away.
And that's an interesting decision to take Cornelius Bennett there. Again, 19 INT, and that with a limited time here, if he gets put in a one-on-one situation, that could cause a CC. Here we go, Mark Ingram.
Also, eventual Green Bay Packer. And he gets he splits the defenders and gets the touchdown. Matty D doing him dirty at the end of the half. 13-13 your score, extra point incoming.
I guess I'm just predicting everything that's happening right now. That's why they pay me the big bucks. They don't pay me big bucks.
I make as much as you do doing this. 9 Matt Barr kicking it off here, and I imagine you're going to see Jamie Miller running out of bounds.
Get out of bounds. Go straight out of bounds. What are you doing?
Nelson 79 teasing us here. Hey, welcome to halftime. It's been a lot of fun. This is Trojan 1979 with Riddler. Back-to-back games here on the Retro Sports Gamer channel. You are watching the GBLAN Online 2019 Tecmo Super Bowl Tournament. We're in week 4 of action. We are in the losers bracket elimination game here at halftime. Break down what you saw in the first half.
We got a good game going on here. Very close, 13-14.
Eric, you're yelling.
Uh-oh, we have a sideline reporter in there. This is what happens during home studio broadcasts. You want to bring the missus in on the broadcast? Let's really add this. I mean, let her know what's going on in the Tecmo world.
That would not be a good choice at this moment.
I understand. 1st and 10. And the chat goes wild. The pitches to Otis Anderson. We're going to get the ASMR version now of the broadcast from Riddler. And now Phil Simms runs around in the backfield and now runs forward.
The soft melodies of my voice. So that was a nice little run there by the quarterback, scrambling for a few yards.
I just died. I can't even keep a straight face right now. Oh, Shane Conlon with the sack. Don't worry, I'll carry you, brother. 2nd and 24.
Just trying to stay on the doghouse.
Oh man, hey, give Stacy my best. So, Tecmo widows are a real thing. To being a Tecmo widow is a lifestyle. So we go up to Mark Ingram with the redirect. We get the pick thrower. Bruce Smith with the hands getting the pick. 1st and 10 for Nelson 79.
Zone blitz there.
Just like Big BJ Raji in the the NFC Championship game against Caleb Henney. So Lawrence Taylor trying to stop the run up the middle. Thomas bounces to the outside. Good drone support and nowhere to go. 2nd and 10.
I got a feeling that's probably going to get the most comments just right there. The sideline report.
Oh, when Angry Jay had his dog going nuts. I mean, we all have our moments here. And again, we get the same amount of money from this that our viewers get. So, pass 1 is called back of the end zone. He's got the completion. He's got the touchdown. Nelson 79 to Andre Reed. Who else?
He has bet a big difference in this game early on.
So the way you can combat this, if you do the proximity mic effect with your Blue Yeti without talking extremely loud, you'll still get enough volume here. So Nelson 79 here taking the lead again. Only up by 6 earlier in the game if you're just joining us. Lawrence Taylor blocked an extra point. And here comes Rodney Hampton. not Otis Anderson. Again, still don't understand why that's the case. But I'm a chump just calling a Tecmo game and not playing it. Here's a pitch. Excuse me. Rather a handoff.
Draw again. Draw.
To Anderson. This time Anderson instead of Meggett. A nice run here. So I'm not sure what happened to Nelson 79, but his drone is not doing anything. Zigging.
Oh, man.
Zigging.
Oh, there he comes.
Bruce Smith trying to get back into the action. And finally, so a massive run inside the red zone now is Matty D.
He must have got hit a few times because he came out like a missile once he finally hit the screen.
So pass one is the call. And nice drone support there, getting that deflection. I think he would have got there, but you don't want to test that. So Phil Simms.
No draw.
And, getting caught up with a block again is Bruce Smith. And this time getting the dive inside the 10, inside the 5 for a first and goal.
Once again, the extra point is looming large.
And this time he pitches it to the bottom. And Otis Anderson, with his practice pants, gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
I literally just heard the door slam shut upstairs.
Oh, no. Well, good luck sleeping on the couch. 21-20. We've all been there, brother. Find yourself a blanket. Preferably one with, like, cartoon characters on it. Like Paw Patrol. Here comes Jamie Miller. Someone's buying some roses tomorrow. I'll take it down to the 19-yard line. 21-20. So you get out of one prison from being done with the school year and then do another one. Congratulations. Welcome to the personalized Tecmo Broadcasters. There is no veil. Oh, man, if this doesn't get me at least one like and share. One like equals one prayer for Eric Kuhlman to Riddler.
Here we go. It's Taylor against Reed again. You got to take that shot.
One share equals one JJ. And that's incomplete. Second down and 10.
Was there a defender when he went back, or did that come from the top?
I don't know. Is he playing the computer with 16 game win streak?
Yeah.
Oh, we got the dive there. Nice play by Matty D, who's winning 21-20. Again, extra point mattering here. I get the feeling who's got the ball last is going to win this thing, but 4th down and 5 here. Nelson 79. He hasn't shown any ability to stop Matty D today. He's going to have to go for it. Pass 4. He's going balls Holstein.
Here we go. Oh, cut off the run. I think he's going to get stopped.
Oh, my goodness. Triple covered. You know, he did have the running back stationary underneath and did not let it go. 1st and 10 for Matty D. Already in field goal range. We got to run 3 here. Bruce Smith across the formation is bottled up. Here comes Anderson. And taken down to the 19-yard line on a 1st down to Matty D. Maurice
Otis
Carthon.
Anderson wasn't bad.
Oh, boy. Ingram and good. Stephen Baker, the touchdown Baker in bad. So, Maurice Carthon makes the field.
Conditions were not helpful there at all.
So, run 3 or maybe up there's the
draw.
And he gets the bump.
Got a bump again.
A lot of success with that play today and a touchdown, and now he's got a 2-score lead if he gets the extra point.
Man.
He did the sweep. No, excuse me, the draw play. And before it was the sweep. And now he has a happy little touchdown.
There's 2 minutes and 43 seconds left here. Lots of but now he's down 8 because the extra point. Yeah, this game's over. Yeah, extra point.
We're here to give you Tecmo tingles here on the ASMR of the Retro Sports Gamer channel. Jamie Mueller out to the 15. 1st down and 10. So Nelson 79 has a lot of work to do with 2:04 remaining. He is player 1, but he needs at the very least a field goal and another in the ball back. I mean, what do you do here? I mean, Nelson 79 obviously you couldn't do anything about that. And
now your playbook is pretty much stopping you from calling most things. Oh man, you're in trouble here.
Let me tell you the reasons. Nope, he's going to Taylor. And now he's rushing in.
There's
He has a taps there, and he panicked, but here comes 50, 45,
That was
40.
a bit of an unnecessary risk, and it's going to lead to a quick touchdown.
You cannot get tackled there. That just can't happen. So
I think a ghost just appeared. Like that drone came ahead of him somehow. Here's ISO situation.
if you can't score in 2 plays, you gotta take the field goal.
He should have went towards the sideline, make reasons commit.
Pitches run 3, but gets bottled up and taken down. He has to score now. Absolutely has to score now.
Oh, no.
It's taken out short. You have to kick the field goal here. Oh, there's just not enough time to do the onside kick and then have a chance to come back here. 4th and 1. Gets to run 3. This should be 6. It is. Touchdown. So he's going to be right at the point now. A field goal is not going to be possible, so you'll have to get the onside kick and a touchdown.
Well, even if you get how long does an onside kick bounce around for time-wise?
I don't know if he has enough time. We'll see.
Do you have to do the where you try to make them fumble?
Yep, you ran out of time. That's it. And that's where it's like you have to – I mean, it didn't matter because he didn't recover. They're welcome to the end of the game, 28-27, Matty D over at Nelson 79. That was exciting. A lot of back and forth. Unfortunately, I think we all would have liked to see overtime in that game, but the extra point mattering. Matty D doing just enough to slow it down and took advantage of what he had. He got that 1 of 5 chance on a blocked kick, and ultimately that last touchdown didn't force an overtime. So Matty D continues his damage, and unfortunately Nelson 79 is out of the tournament. So the defending full Nelson hardcore champion is now out of it, but played a great game, and we'll hope that he'll be sticking around for the rest of these broadcasts and rooting on the rest of the competitors. But your thoughts on this one as we close out?
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those that the extra point made the difference there. Matty D might have played the last defensive series there a little different, but definitely something that Nelson 79 can keep his head up. Good job there by Levi, and we'll see how far Matty D can go through this constellation bracket.
Now we lay me down to sleep. Here comes the game of the week. Stay tuned.
If I'm not on the mic, you guys know why.
All right, we'll be right back. And we're back. It's the game of the week. Trojan 1979 with the Riddler on the Retro Sports Gamer ASMR channel. No, we were doing it the full volume this time. I hope you enjoyed that bit last game. It is game of the week. Now, just to set some things straight here, the broadcast does not end after this game. So it's game of the week for week 4. We'll have a break, and we'll come back with the action from week 5. So welcome you back. 3rd game in a row. Normally pay triple for that action. Is the Riddler. How we doing?
I'm doing great here. We do have the kids still awake running around, so we may get some more sideline reporters here. We don't know.
You know, that's just fine with me. I think it's fine with the viewers. I think that adds a level of authenticity of just how homebrew we really are here. And we appreciate all the viewers that have been watching all season long and the players that have been playing. But let's get into the action here. We do have an elimination game here, round 4. We're starting to get deep in the rounds. Tecmo Ninja, Bob Amano, and this is the matchup that we have, the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right. Well, first off, we got to crack them if we got them. There
Boom.
we go. And so we got Miami Dolphins here versus the Eagles. So you got QB Eagles running like crazy man that he is. You got a lot of defensive guys to chase after him with Miami. But on the offense end for Miami, they will be able to exploit the slower secondary of the Eagles at 3 of the 4 DB positions. So this will be interesting to see if anybody can stop anybody in this matchup.
So do we have a sideline reporting prediction?
I am going to say I'm going to go Bob Amano and the Eagles are going to pull this off, and because he is great with running with the quarterback, and he's got QB Eagles. So we'll see what happens though. Tecmo Ninja, always interested to see what playbook he comes up with out here. This will be fun. It's not a matchup I see that often, so I'm kind of intrigued.
And so that's your prediction, but what about the sideline reporters?
They're in the other room. I'm hoping they stay there.
Okay, well, here we go. I get down with that. Miami Dolphins, Philadelphia Eagles, Tecmo Ninja, Bob Amano, Trojan 1979, and the Riddler. Hope you enjoy this one. Well, looks like Tecmo Ninja will be kicking off to start the first half. Bob Sacamano, I always enjoy these, to play on the Perfect Strangers theme we had. I don't remember if this is one of those matchups, but, these are two teams that definitely identify differently from one another.
Yeah, but both of them are passing teams and use the running game just to keep you honest.
Well, you have, better front seven, of course, with the Eagles, and of course you have the 6 maximum speed versus 56 with the QB situation. So here's pass 2. QB Eagles out of bounds at the 15-yard line. And
I find it intriguing that Sacamano is playing Keith Byers at running back instead of receiver with his 69 reception.
QB Eagles out of bounds at the 21-yard line, maybe holding out for an actual running attack of some kind.
Yeah, neither one of these guys are tappers either, so taps shouldn't be a huge thing. I would have to say that Sacamano would probably have the advantage if they do get in that situation. Tecmo Ninja himself has talked about how he is one of the world's slowest tappers.
Just saw 3 light-skinned players in the blocking up front. I don't think I've ever seen that kind of grouping before. Here we go. Here goes QB Eagles.
Oh, good use of the block there.
That run 4 is effective if you have a fast quarterback. And the one thing, when you do have it doesn't matter who your linemen are, if they're blocking downhill, they get a little bit of a boost. So here comes Byers on the run. Nice gain here, 25-20. Oliver chasing him down out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
And Ninja's so used to being at disadvantage at taps that I think on that first QB run, he was waiting for his drones. And in that play, you're going to get a lot of chances where you're going to have to either give up yards or risk it. See how he's doing that again? So Tecmo Ninja does not want to get involved in any ISO tap situations.
So I'd like to comment here, 2nd down and 1. Bob Sacamano looking for additional chances here. Is now playing like 7 downs to get into the end zone, potentially assuming he can get 1 yard. And he gets that 1 yard and a first down. So he's now inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 8. It's going to be hard to stop on 4 straight plays.
Yeah, for sure.
Burn route. He's got Barnett in the end zone. Touchdown, Bob Sacamano.
Got a little close with that pass, but he snuck it in there. He knows he is matching his run 4 with the pass 3. The only downside of that pass 3 is more of a timing route type pass play. And with QB Eagles, you want to extend plays and try to put the space between your offensive players to create big plays.
Here comes Page out of his end zone. 10. Taps and taken down near the 11-yard line, 1st and 10 for Tecmo Ninja. 1:30 remaining here in the first of Tecmo time.
Sammy Smith in the backfield. There's a lot of different options that we will see play out for Miami depending on conditions. They have Mark Logan. They have Troy Stratford with his higher receptions. And then you always have Page. If he gets his max speed up, he is a beast with his hit power.
Nice dive from Bob Sacamano to stop the bleeding there. And that just killed run 2.
Yes.
You may not see that play called. Let's see if that's a factor now, the remainder of the game. Byron Evans with the drone sack. And when you have, 4th and 15, go for it with Marino.
Very risky. Called play.
Here's a fumble and a scoop score here for Bob Sacamano. So I think Tecmo Ninja feeling the need and the difficulty in stopping Bob Sacamano's QB Eagles, but early in the game to make that decision, and it backfires on him. So 14-0. Bob Sacamano over Tecmo Ninja early in this one.
Yeah, Ninja must have been thinking the same thing I was thinking about, like who's going to be able to stop who in this matchup. But that was a huge risk, and now it's going to be very difficult for him to come back.
Full meter kick on top of all that, but here's a popcorn 25.
looks like he's barely moving.
30, another popcorn and out of bounds taking on to the 34-yard line. Welcome to the second quarter, 14-0. Marino's in bad. That doesn't help. And let's see the other conditions. Everyone else seems to be in average. So Tecmo Ninja still has time here. He did kick the ball off. Definitely wants to get a touchdown and a stop this half if possible.
There's one thing we could see with that split back is if he does use a split back pass play, and Bob Sacamano takes Joyner, he's going to have low interception numbers.
There you go, super duper with the diving grab first down.
Yep, and he'd be able to hit the top guy a lot of times with him not being if he's not covered. So that could be something to make it so it's not completely worthless as a play.
Jerome Brown on defense.
Got Jensen.
Crossfield, that's a touchdown. That was cherry picking.
Don't need 69 reception for that catch.
That's what we call low-hanging fruit. Dan Marino with the quick 6, and we got a one-score game coming here with the extra point.
So, yep, we're going to Ninja's going to need a fumble here because even the time game is not sitting great. Well, he's going to give that option here if force the Eagles to score quick.
And so,
he's not. Sacamano says, no, you're not going to play that game with me. I'm going to control the clock so that way the Dolphins don't get another possession. So a game within a game here.
We've seen a lot of that from Bob Sacamano over the years, just playing that clock game and doing some peculiar things, playing the chances game, playing it by possessions, and having enough confidence in this game, knowing that he will score. It's just a matter of when. So here comes Robert Drummond on the sweep, only 1 yard, so putting Keith Byers elsewhere.
Nice job there by Ninja, setting that up for Orfordal.
Best one is the call. Here comes QB Eagles. 6 yards, 3rd down and 4. Excuse me, that was 5 yards. It was 2nd and 9 previously. So, QB Eagles scrambling around. He's going to get the marker here and out of bounds on a 1st down.
Issue with QB Eagles is not only is he super fast, he's also very accurate. So you can't chance it and let guys open downfield.
Robert Drummond here with some nice running. Taken out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So Bob Sacamano refusing to gain about 3 or 4 more yards once he gets the 1st down, basically says, I'm going to control this clock here.
Yep.
And now he's going to just run around drones for a while.
The Emperor in Empire Strikes Back said your confidence is your undoing here, so we'll see what happens. Will Tecmo punish him?
It was Luke that said it, and it was Return of the Jedi. You got to get your Star Wars quotes right. But here comes Keith Jackson out of bounds, 1st down and 10.
I'm letting down a lot of people right there.
And the chat lets out a groan. So QB Eagles drop it back, just wasting more time. Here's Bob Sacamano, and just a very slow death like this, 2nd down and 3.
Your confidence in your friends is yours.
Your faith in your friends is yours, he says.
All right, forget it. You win.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line, 1:27 of Tecmo time remaining here. QB Eagles needs a breather, needs some oxygen. Here comes Drummond. Second and 3. He's got the burn route. He's got Kelvin Williams. He's got a touchdown. He's got a 2-score lead again.
That was perfectly done by him. He did exactly what he wanted to do. I think he probably actually wanted to waste a little bit more clock, but with Ninja starting to blitz, he just said, all right, let's just put it in the end zone.
Well, certainly won't leave a whole lot of time here. You lose about 20 to 30 seconds here on a kickoff. Already under 40 seconds of Tecmo time taken, down to the 12, and now it's going to be Scott Mitchell time. I'm going to get the receivers in here.
Interesting whether you blitz here because a field goal won't hurt you to try to stop them from getting a touchdown with having the taps as well. And it's hard to outrun with Marino. I think that's how I would have played it. Now you're at the mercy.
It's going to have triple coverage here.
Oh, not enough.
And welcome to halftime, 21-7. So nice completion, but just not enough space in there. Maybe that first play you could have tried to run. Tough to say. And they skip halftime, so boo on that. But 21-7 is your score. Bob Sacamano in a commanding lead here. However, Tecmo Ninja getting no possession here can bring it within one score.
Yeah, the score here will keep the pressure on Sacamano. If he fails to score, he will be in dismal straits. Marino in bad doesn't help the situation, but he does get a running game with Mark Logan going to good. I usually feel like when you get a running back at 50, that's when they start to become somewhat dangerous.
Especially at the tier, if you've got a 50 maximum speed running back and you're playing a tier, let's say the Jets,
yeah,
that is certainly more damaging than, say, if you're playing at this tier. But so, Joyner on defense is trying to sniff out that run, too.
Looks like called pass.
Going for the burn route. He's got Duper. He had some success with that play earlier in the game. Here he goes. 50, 45, 40, 35 back and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. First down and 10.
Yeah, Ninja needs big chunk plays like that. So that's definitely not what Sacamano was hoping for. He wants him to use clock.
Another burn route. He's got him.
And he's going to get a touchdown out of it.
All the way, absolutely. That's 6, and that's just what the doctor ordered, getting us within one score, petting the extra point.
Jerome Brown was dead on that play.
Ooh. Too soon?
That's not cool, Riddler. It's not cool.
I don't know. We talked about Cobb earlier in the season.
But we were giving him tribute.
Rest in peace, everyone. Here comes Stoyanovic's kick to Tony. Tony out of his end zone. And
Tony.
Not a whole lot of room there taken down. Of course, the Eagles, one of the worst kickoff return teams of the game. Not sure if there's anyone else worse than them.
QB Eagles going into bad helps out a little bit because it's when he gets in good or excellent, it's just toast. So now you'll actually have a chance with when he's running around back there against a called play.
The ball control becomes a bit of an issue now. He's now going to be at 38 ball control.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Crossfield to Jackson. There's the turnover.
Interception.
So, first down and 10 here. Tecmo Ninja getting the break he needs. Really a forced play there.
Yeah.
And there's the dive. Nowhere to go.
Lots of time now. Oh,
gets the dive to Mark Clayton. As I'm going to call him Clayton. I'm going to call it a first down.
There's the difference of the Miami receivers.
Go right back to it. Oh, he was covered.
If you can get them to dive, they seem to catch a heck of a lot more.
Takes a sack there. Byron Evans with another sack. Third down and 20.
Big call play there.
Going into Duper. Double covered. Incomplete.
What do you do here? Do you go for it or you kick the field goal? I think with 20, you might kick the field goal. What would you have done, Trojan?
Well, it brings you within one score. I've been spoken to. Good night. Good night, Stacy. Our sideline reporter is turning in early. 21-17.
That's kind of dirty.
So here comes Tony, as you called him, out of his end zone. 5-10, taken down. So Bob Sacamano, the pressure's on him to make good decisions with a bad condition QB Eagles. And sticking with the conservative approach, here comes Robert Drummond on the pitch. 2nd and 6.
A lot of Tecmo left in this game yet.
I heard all running around, and now he's got two guys to cover. And underneath the Jackson, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. I don't want to eat my flapjacks. I got to stay hungry for the Crimson Tide. First down for Bob Sacamano.
I love that impression.
If I wasn't such a Midwesterner, I could actually do it some justice. There's Jackson again. This time.
Another.
That's all you, brother.
Oh, you! Come on, Odell.
You know,
Let the man celebrate.
He is doing it for a reason. He wants to get another 30 seconds off with the kickoff. This is smart. Underneath. You see that? That was a forced throw. If you're going to do that, just call your run 4 3 times in a row.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's right. It's like Barry Sanders all over again. Get him all the way down the field, and then they gave it to Tommy Vardell.
Is this run 4? Yes, it is.
He's got the drone support.
He's going to make it a 1-score game. I think he outsmarted himself a little bit in that sequence because now it's a 1-score game instead of a 2-score game.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I mean, keep the 2-score game. You don't. There's just no. I don't know. But whatever.
So now he's playing it where he wants the ball back faster. We got Logan and Excellence, so
Ooh.
that'll be fun.
Wonder if how much he'll run it with Marino's in bad and Logan in excellent.
Looking good here. The thing is, the runs, that run 2 not being useful is a problem. You know, it doesn't have a better option there. Unfortunately, when you play against an LB4 that's strong, it takes away a lot of those options. So, 3rd down and 7 here. Bob Sacamano. It's definitely 4-down territory.
It's big. Get it.
He's got it and more.
Got
Here
it.
he goes, running away from the pack. And running backwards, I again, try not to give the ball back to Bob Sacamano. 1st down and 10. So we're seeing a lot of this clock and position control taking priority. Another burn.
Oh, nice.
Overthrown past Duper. So it's the first one of those that wasn't on the mark. 2nd and 10. Single back formation from the bottom hash mark. Here's run 3. The drone support is really good there, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and the Miami blocker stayed out of bounds for most of the play. I thought when he forced him down, he was going to get more out of that. Nobody really open.
You know, Marino hesitated. Now he's short of the marker. So
Here we go again. Whole playbook's still open, but the problem, he's got those middle linebackers too. You could blitz him, and he's not going to be able to outrun it. But you do risk having a guy be open. I don't think that's probably what you're going to do in this situation. But just talk about all options. There you go.
Risky with the run, but here he goes. 20, 10, and out of bounds at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal.
Interesting player that he's taking on defense here the last few plays. I guess he's trying to do the dive against a run to the bottom.
Nice redirect there.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else uses that term, but we talk about ghost when you run right through their player and for some reason they don't make contact.
Pass 1's the call here. Underneath to the RB2, he's open. It's Page, it's a touchdown, and we are about to be tied up here.
So now we get to see if Bob Sacamano can drive down and get himself in field goal range in 1:30. I will check the range here for Rusick in average condition. Philadelphia can kick from their own 47.
Interesting, going for the onside kick here.
Oh, that had to be a mistake, don't you think?
It was a full empty meter, I guess.
Oh, man.
That's a thing. Completely empty meter. So I think that was a mistake. I don't think with a minute or so left that you want to go ahead and not try to play at least some semblance of defense.
Yeah. Now Rusick is not the most accurate of kickers, but we'll see what ends up happening here. And if it does come to that, you will be able to take Orfidal, and most of the time you can run straight through.
Ninja needs a call player 3 here. And I would imagine probably another run 3 here. This one's actually called.
Play.
Goes crossfield
that's
to
huge.
Jackson and out of bounds for a first down from the 31. 27 seconds
That was the
remaining.
game right there. That was the ball game.
Called run 3.
Play, and he made a great play with QB Eagles.
Well, he still has to make the
But
field
we got
goal.
kick field goal, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a foregone conclusion yet. He's overthrown, and it's deflected. So this is probably the field goal attempt here.
All right, he should take Orfidal here. No,
Harold
not getting
Green.
in.
It's blocked.
He did. He blocked
It's
it.
blocked.
Oh
It's
my
blocked.
gosh!
Oh, it is
Oh
picked
no!
up. Here comes
you
Roger
kidding
Ruzek.
me?
Here he goes.
Are
Can
you
you get there?
kidding
Can
me?
you get there?
Are you kidding me?
Roger Ruzek to the house. Touchdown.
Oh
Ball
my
game. Bob
gosh.
Sakamoto. He sends
Are you-
Tecmo Ninja to the locker room. Empty-handed,
Oh my gosh!
dejected. Hey, go have a pizza,
get back
Ninja.
his black belt now.
Go get a pizza, brother. Oh God, 31-24, your final score. Bob Sakamoto over the Tecmo Ninja, who has played tremendous all season long, and we'll be sad to see him go, but we welcome him back in the booth here, throughout the remainder of the season here. So, wow. Any closing thoughts?
No, wow.
Yeah, wow, indeed. So stay with us. We're going to have a short break here. We'll be right back with Week 5's games. So stay with us. For Riddler, Trojan 1979. Stay tuned.
Coach! Do our Super Bowl parties rock because we serve Coors Light?
That's one reason for the domination.
Coach, should we go icy cans or frosty bottles?
I don't know, let's start with one. Then we'll make a decision.
My buddy's gonna flip for it, Coach.
If that's his way of making a decision, that's fine with me.
It's cans.
Frost Brewed Coors Light, official beer sponsor of Super Bowl 42.
You said doing our hair like this would make us chick magnets.
Obviously, I was wrong when I said that.
We look like fools.
I don't look for trouble. I don't wear rubber watches. And I don't say I do when I don't. So I don't do this for fast food places that don't do steak.
New steak fajitas. Real steak, real fast.
But I do appreciate them asking. No, I don't.
Buy a steak fajita and get a free medium Pepsi at Taco Bell.
These 91s are here to remind you McDonald's McLean Deluxe is 91% fat-free.
No, we're not.
But you're all 91s.
Brain surgeon? Not.
We're here because McLean Deluxe is 100% delicious.
With a Diet Coke, it even satisfies Big Jeff right. Right?
Right!
Right. It's 100% delicious, so why 91s? Then again, why not? McLean Deluxe. Forget the fat. Remember the taste at McDonald's today. For McDonald's McLean Deluxe, Kevin Green.
I know what you're thinking. Who? Story of my life. A forgotten 91. You won't see me in a Diet Coke commercial. You just don't get famous by being 91. Take McLean Deluxe. It's 91% fat-free, but all people talk about is its big burger taste. Hey, you! Out of the locker room!
McLean Deluxe. Forget the fat. Remember the taste at McDonald's today.
Sorry, Green. Green. I gotta write that down.
Welcome back, Tecmo Super Bowl fans. Trojan 1979 here on the Retro Sports Gamer channel. Welcome to Week 5. It's the playoffs, continuing the elimination action. However, this is a winner's bracket game. We are looking at double elimination here, so the winner of this game continues on in the winner's bracket. Loser goes down to the loser's bracket. We have Pete Titterai, the higher seed, against Randy Weggs. I am welcoming into the booth fan favorite, the ultimate weapon from Ohio. How you doing, Ryan?
Doing great, Troy. Playoffs. These guys are just trying to win a damn game.
They sure are. They've won a lot if they're still in the winner's bracket at this stage of the game. So both these players just really solid. Something of a friendly rivalry brewing between these two guys, Pete Titterai and Randy Weggs. And the highest seed will always call the matchup in the bracket play for us. So Dallas Cowboys and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Pete Titterai called the matchup. Randy Weggs chose the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Why don't you break down for the fans what they should look for in a matchup like this?
Sure. So in a matchup like this, it really comes down to the running of Emmitt Smith versus the defense of Haddix. Now, obviously, the Buccaneers have a decent passing attack. Vinny's got some wheels with Carrier. We'll see how it all shakes out here.
Kent Willis with a kickoff here. Here comes the deceased Reggie Cobb. Takes the ball out of his end zone. Directional kick. Brings it back to the middle of the field. See if he can get his popcorn on. No popcorn so far. Taken down past the 15. First down, looking at the playbook. A mix of single back formation, weak side open, and that's the play that's called here. This will be a run to the bottom. Jerry Cole Anderson. So nice run to the bottom and gets about 8 yards. Second down and 2.
Yeah, weak side open, a good play against the Cowboys, who really don't have any outstanding linebackers, but 2 solid corners at the top and bottom of the screen.
So 50-50 ball here. Testaverde is just going to keep it and get the first down with his legs, and that's what you get with a 31 maximum speed running back, quarterback rather. Isaac Holt on defense against Gary Anderson, and out of bounds at the 50-yard line. So moving the ball in small but healthy chunks early is Randy Weggs.
Yeah, nice use of his blocker there, getting out of bounds, picking up a few extra yards. And Gary Anderson, a very underrated back in Tecmo. Got good receiving skills, 50 running speed, I believe 50 receiving. Nice rounded back.
After a called pass forward ends up incomplete, got Eugene Lockhart on defense trying to get behind Anderson. And there's a fumble.
Ooh.
It's bounced around a lot of Cowboys in the area. It is recovered by the Cowboys. Ken Norton Jr. And taken down. So just sort of the 51st down for Pete Titteray. Early break here for him. Plenty of tech will be played by both players. Motion run play coming.
Nice switch up on defense there by Titteray, using a linebacker and winning the tap matchup, forcing the fumble.
So it looks like it's about 12-12 right now here. It could be anyone's tap game. Weak side open run coming from Pete Titteray. And here comes Haddix against Smith. That time Randy Weggs getting 13 versus Pete Titteray's 11. Third down and 6.
See, the Cowboys are at midfield here. See if they can get a few yards to get in field goal range. They're probably right on the cusp right now.
This is that 49ers pass foreplay. Awalt with the reception and out of bounds. You don't see him make the field a whole lot.
Yeah, mostly in there for just blocking. But comes up with a crucial third down reception.
Pass wants the call here. Aikman going underneath to Alonzo Highsmith. The completion is there. He's near the marker and should have a first down. He does. It's just a lot of safe underneath stuff right now for Pete Titteray.
Sure, I mean, he got the turnover, not wanting to do too much here, but also wanting to make sure he scores off the turnover. Stealing a possession from your opponent can be huge in Tecmo, especially we got 2 top-level guys here that have made it this far.
When you get 9 yards with Troy Aikman on the ground, that's a good time, especially when you're inside the 30-yard line, second down and 1.
Yeah, Tecmo Troy didn't have as many concussions as real-life Troy built up in his career, so he can afford to take that risk.
Concussions suck, I can attest to it. My name's also Troy. First down and 10 for Pete Titteray. Explains a lot.
There you go.
Pass 2 is the call. A couple guys open. 3 guys open. Alonzo Highsmith all the way across the field and out of bounds. Second and goal from the 1.
Love that crossfield pass on the offset flare E to the running back. Just such a great play. Tough to defend.
Correction, second and 1 from the 2. And that's a touchdown. So it's a moot point, and the Cowboys get on the board first. Emmitt Smith. And there wasn't a lot of resistance there. It's 6-0.
Yeah, lots of away from Haddix, of course, as you would expect. He did have that one run at Haddix to try to out-tap him. He didn't. And then from then on, he just kind of avoided Haddix and had the little dump passes over the middle and runs to the bottom. Smart, efficient drive by Pete Titteray after that turnover. We'll see what he does here on defense.
Dead man is dead to rights as we enter the second quarter, 7-0. Vinny Testaverde goes into bad condition. That could play a factor. Reggie Cobb also in bad.
Bounty Bowl.
Perkins is an average. Bruce Hill's in good. Might make the lineup.
Taking a long look at Bruce Hill.
He's just okay, but the 56 ball control does give you some decent JJ potential. Excuse me, the 56 receptions, rather. So, first and 10 for Randy Wags. Bottom hash mark, single back formation. Andy Hendricks on defense. Pass 2 is the call. He's got the wide receiver 1 open underneath. It's Mark Carrier with the reception. Taken down at the 31 and a first down.
Good start there. One play, one first down.
This time for the top hash mark. Here's the pitch to Jerry Curl Anderson, and the man defender is on his back, Pete Titterai. Now trying to play catch-up as he takes it to the 30, 25. Out of bounds at the 21-yard line and a first down, Randy Wags.
Anderson looking for a crack of daylight there, and here comes the sun. Huge run.
This time run one's the call. Anderson back to the middle of the field and reverses his field. Taken down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal.
Moving the ball quickly here after the score by Pete Titterai.
Here's the QB scramble sweep to the top. Run 4. Not a whole lot there, just a couple of yards. Second and goal from the 6. Here's the pitch, run 3, only one blocker. Gets the bump, but the drone is there to clean up 3rd and 8.
No, good defense by Pete Titterai. We'll see if he can lock it down here or if Randy Wags can get an equalizing score.
Here comes that weak side open run. Eugene Lockhart tries to get the bump. He's on his back, and here comes Anderson for the touchdown.
Nice drive by Randy Wags. I mean, I think he went the entire length of the field there in less than 2.5 minutes. Tecmo time.
Yes.
So Pete Titterai will have a chance to respond here before the half.
We should just rename this broadcast, this whole channel, to Tecmo Time.
There you go.
I'm not sure if Tom would appreciate that. Tom, of course, Virtual Sports Gamer, the namesake of this channel. Glad to be hosting this tournament for GBLAN on here all season here as we are late in the playoffs. Alonzo Highsmith out of the end zone, breaks a tackle, breaks another, and is taken down inside the field of play. Not a whole lot of running room here. Jay Novacek isn't good as we look at the conditions. Ewald isn't bad. Tommy Agee might make the field in his place.
Yeah, quick shout out to Tom. Great Tecmo player in his own right. Does a lot for the community and just the retro sports game community in general. So here's to you, Tom.
Put him up if you got him. First and 10 for Pete Titterai. We got a tie ball game. 7-7, 2:21 second time remaining. Shotgun formation, pass 3 is the call. Underneath to Alonzo Highsmith. Nice cycle to get the first down. 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, plenty of time to work with here for Pete Titterai. He's shown that he can have a long drive if he needs to, but he's also shown, some taps winning a couple crucial matchups.
Nice reversal. He went with that run 1 and just ran away from Haddix and got a nice gain on that. Here's the run 3. Here's the taps, and Haddix gets behind the blocker, so did not have that extra blocker that might have doubled back. Looking at pass 4 now.
Now that was huge by Randy Wags there coming up with that tap win, because if he doesn't win that, Emmett's getting at least another 20 yards.
So arrow trick going up to Jay Novacek, who's in good over his head. And a complete 3rd down and 9 coming with 56 seconds of Tecmo time here in the first half.
Yeah, this is where you want to be a little careful. You want to get the first down. Don't need to necessarily take the deep shot. You've got the time. You want to try to get in field goal range if at all possible here before the half. We'll see what he does.
Here's the run 1. And
Beautiful
this time
cut.
the support is there, and here comes the fumble. And taken by Randy Wags, who's now breaking tackles. 20. Taken down roughly the 17-yard line. 11 seconds remaining. We may see one shot here.
Yeah, fortuitous turn of events there for Randy Wags. Gets the ball in scoring range here, 11 seconds. Probably debating, does he have enough time to get one quick snap pass off, and he's just going to go for the field goal.
The one thing is, if he does miss this, you do get a JJ opportunity on the other end.
True.
But looks true. He's got Steve Christie, and it's no doubt 10-7. Tampa Bay over Dallas here, but he will have to kick off, and the Cowboys shouldn't be any threat to take this to the house. So expect Highsmith to take this out of bounds. And he does. So welcome to halftime, 10-7. Randy Wags over the higher seed, Pete Titterai. And so far, a ball control game, a couple turnovers, but the game is still very much in doubt here as we enter the second half once you break it down.
Yeah, these guys are showing pretty even taps. They've both won some crucial matchups here. I think that's really been the key of the first half is the crucial taps at crucial times. Randy Wags getting that crucial tap on Emmitt Smith when he was driving with 50 seconds left in the first half. And then Pete Titterai getting a crucial tap off and a touchdown on that first drive. And Randy Wags has just, played some solid defense, got a fumble. Both players have actually got a fumble, so the Tecmo gods have been even there. But just two players playing extremely smart, showing why they made it to the fifth round of the playoffs here.
This broadcast brought to you by Crucial. First down and 10. Not really. I think you said it 5 times. That was great, man. I got to give you a new word.
Crucial 5 times? That's awesome.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for 6. And we get to 7 on the tap, second down and 10. Here's the pitch. A lot of this run 1, it's kind of been sink or swim, and there's a fumble. And this time he sinks because here's another creamsicle recovery. Delicious. Randy Wags takes over with a 10-7 lead, has an opportunity to go up a second score if he can put this in for 6.
Well, huge opportunity here for Randy Wags to punch it in. Got a few players in bad still.
Still looking at Bruce Hill. Jesse Anderson.
Bruce Hill says, "Put me in, coach."
Late in the season, this OTA work's coming through. If you can make the field, you can be a contributor. So, well, I've noticed that Pete Titterai a little quicker on some of his decision-making. Randy Wags certainly likes to take his time, but nothing wrong with that. First down and 10. And we got pass 4 coming here, the Red Guns East slant.
Not at all. There's no 40-second play clock in Tecmo.
Nice delay. Even in bad condition, Testaverde killing with his legs at 25 maximum speed. Second and 2. Going crossfield, got the stationary carrier. He's got a touchdown. Randy Wags.
Really smart call there by Randy Wags. Inside the red zone, you don't think your opponent's going to go into the shotgun formation. That's probably one of the least likely plays you would think they would call.
So 17-7. Actually, that was the pass 2 under center there, but passing for that close to the goal line isn't that common. So here we go. Highsmith out of his end zone to the 5, to the 10, and taking down the 12, first and 10. We'll see if we get any more of this pass 4 action. He's been calling it a lot. Run 1 and pass 4 have been very popular today. Haddix on defense. Run 3 is the call. Here comes Emmitt Smith. Looks fast. And taken down at the 25-yard line. And a first down. Pete Titterai has plenty of time, but wants to get some points at this possession, preferably a touchdown. Here comes that pass 4 we just talked about. Underneath, Tommy Aggie redirects and drops the ball, second and 10.
Yeah, a nice cycle there through the receivers, but wasn't meant to be. Aggie couldn't hang on.
Underneath to Highsmith, and it's deflected. Really unfortunate. Pete Titterai had an opportunity for a first down there. Probably in 4-down territory here. Arrow trick. Ooh, could have been intercepted. 4th down and 10. And I expect him to go for it here.
One interesting fact here, Troy, is that he's got Novacek up on the top receiving position up against Haddix. I almost wonder if he might benefit by switching him to the bottom for some snap burn routes away from Haddix.
Yeah, it's tough to say. It might be something that pulls him out of the play. So he's going for it all to Novacek. He's got him in stride. Here comes the taps. And 15-12, Baldwin. You got to have it. You got to have it. Pete Titterai with the touchdown. And this game got a lot closer.
Yeah, Pete Titterai, apologies from me questioning you and where you're putting Novacek. Obviously, you knew what I was going to say. Just wanted to rub it in, but that's okay.
17-14.
Whatever it takes. 17-14.
Yeah, that seems to happen a lot on this broadcast. We literally don't know what's going to happen. And we say what we think should happen. And that's the reason why that we're commentating this tournament and they're playing in it, right?
Absolutely.
Randy Wags looking to extend the lead. Up 3. Just gave up the touchdown. Here is the pass 3 shotgun play. Gets the bump. Testaverde has some running room. Can he get past the drone pack? So far he does. He's got the marker and more. 30. Sands cavalcade as we enter into the fourth quarter, 17-14. I've been looking for an opportunity to maybe use that or let you do that today, and it just hasn't revealed itself. But Jesse Anderson, an excellent.
Yeah, I do. Do you think what word do I like better, Troy? Cavalcade or crucial?
Today it's been crucial, but we can turn the tide if you believe. So if we see a single back formation and there's a run 3, you're going to immediately take it over. Okay.
All right.
Because that's the most likely time you'll call that. It's an audible. It's a New York bozo. So conditions still being checked. Randy Wags gives everyone enough time to get a brewski in between the plays. Here we go. Weak side open. This might be a cavalcade moment here.
Testaverde drops back. He's going to give it to Anderson at the bottom of the screen. Anderson is in a one-on-one situation here. Hendricks looking to avoid him, waiting for blocking. And a huge run out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Isn't he good, folks? This is why I keep him around. Out of the single back. Here's run 1. Pitch to the top. Anderson back-to-back runs, and he gets 6 yards. It's 2nd and 4. This could be it. Stupid passing. Screw you, Tecmo. Out of the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. If we're really professional here.
Randy Wags isn't worried about our calls.
Here
we go. Pitch to Anderson. Yeah, get cavalcade of blockers in front of him. Looking for his block. Cuts back inside. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And I'll be retiring now. Thanks, everyone. That's been great. This is why I bring you, man. This is so fun. Are you having fun out there in chat? We hope you are, man. This is great. 24-14. Randy Wags extending his lead. Pete Titterai on Tecmo life support here, down 2 scores. If he can get a quick one, he does have the advantage of the onside opportunity as player 1 actually has a chance of getting it, a reasonable chance. And there's still enough time to play defense if you can get a quick score. Novacek is still in good.
That's going to help the cause.
Well, he sure likes AWOL, doesn't he?
I like to play with AWOL sometimes. Sometimes it's nice to put Novacek in at one of the receiver positions and put AWOL in at the tight end, depending on who you're playing.
So we do have an opportunity here. Novacek, he did have the one-on-one all the way down the field, but chooses to take the safe underneath, and that might have been the time to take your shot. Man defender against a good Novacek. But Eugene Marv with the drone sack, 2nd and 19, and time is ticking away. This time pass 2 is the call. Underneath the Highsmith, just wants to get close so he can convert here with 2 downs remaining, 3rd and 6. Back to pass 2. Trying to do it with his legs, just can't. 4th down and 2.
Yeah, had those drones around him there. I think he knew he wasn't going to be able to pick up that 1st down. He's going to go for it regardless, of course, but
it's called play, but he gets good drone support. And he gets the JJ and Novacek and a 1st down on a 4th down conversion.
What a huge play by Pete Titterai there on life support. Heartbeat still going.
Here's Highsmith again, past the marker, taken down. Time is ticking away. Called run 3. Out of bounds he goes. I wonder if he's going to try to go for that JJ underneath.
That would
no, he just
thought.
Yeah, if he doesn't have the right guy there. If Novacek's there, you could make that throw. Underneath the Highsmith, really nowhere to go. Oh, but he gets the speed reset just short. You got to get your 3 here as much as you like to take the touchdown. Double tap. And it doinks in. So, in desperate need of an onside recovery. Interesting is going for the full meter kick. I wonder if that was a misjudgment there.
I have to believe it was. Even though the odds are slim, you have a chance, like you said, to get the onside kick there. With only 19 seconds left, it's just going to...
Interesting. So, you do have some decent safeties here on the Cowboys. It gives us a reasonable chance of a return. The problem is that even the Buccaneers are going to get down in a hurry. Now you got the punter Royals in the mix, and now the drones are catching up, and that's going to be your ball game. So Randy Weggs triumphant, sending Pete Titteray down to the losers bracket with a 24-17 victory. Your thoughts on this one?
Overall, I thought it was a really well-played game by both guys. I mentioned it before, but a couple taps early on in a game really kind of determined, I think, feeling each other out, what they're going to do offensively. Both played it pretty close to the vest. Pete Titteray opened it up when he had to, late in the game. But overall, I think these guys showed what great competitors they are and made a lot of smart decisions. Had a couple fumbles on both sides, but, both were able to overcome that and have a really good back-and-forth battle here.
Well, thanks for tuning into this. We got 2 more games coming for you, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. And we're back. Trojan 1979 with the ultimate weapon. We got a game between the number 1 seed, Madtown Split Stars, and the number 5 seed, Turbo. This is an elimination game. Madtown Split Stars dropping a game to the Shield earlier in the winner's bracket, the 25 seed, and trying to redeem himself against Turbo, the number 5 seed. So we're looking at an interesting matchup here. We have the Los Angeles Rams against the Chicago Bears. This matchup called by Madtown. Turbo going with the Bears. You get a lot of offense against a lot of defense. Not a lot of defense on the Rams. Who do you like in this matchup as far as if this were to be called for you, and what direction would you go? And break it down for us.
Anybody that knows me, Troy, would have to say that I would lean the Bears in this matchup. They're probably my favorite overall team at Tecmo. Outside of a few select teams, of course, that are above them in the tier, I think I would take Chicago in almost any matchup. But, just love the way the Bears secondary is situated. Got Singletary at linebacker, and then, of course, Neil Anderson and Bailey. You can put Neil at receiver. You can put Neil and Bailey in the backfield. You can move them around. Just interesting options on offense. If you've got the taps, you probably want to say you lean the Bears as well with the running of Anderson and being able to move them around. But the Rams, should be able to hold, I'd say, the game to be at least pretty close. Obviously, great receivers, as you mentioned, weak defense, really maybe the outside of Humphrey and Newsome, obviously Kevin Green, but really not a whole lot of options on defense for the Rams.
Interesting choice first play going with pass one and unable to get any yardage with Tomczak on the ground. Turbo making the quick switch after realizing he doesn't have Brad Muster at the return positions. Comes Kevin Green. On defense, has a lot of field to cover. Underneath the Johnny Bailey gets the auto dive to the 30, to the 35, 40, 45, 50. 45 out of bounds at the 44-yard line. First down, Turbo.
Yeah, I feel like in a matchup like this, one of the key things is you think about how do the teams match up, and you think, okay, does the Bears offense match up better with the Rams defense or vice versa? And I think the Bears secondary has a better chance to put the Rams receivers on lockdown than the Rams defense does to just overall shut the Bears receivers and running game down.
So Tomczak running out of room there. He's to get a little conservative. 3rd down and 5. This is pass 2. Tomczak keeping it on the ground and refusing to throw cross field. 4th down and 3. Turbo looking at a potential turnover situation. It's called. Goes to Bailey, and it is intercepted by Bobby Humphrey. He's got the return on a called play, taken down to the 40-yard line, so Madtown Split Stars steals a possession. He's got Cleveland Gary in as a primary running back. See if that 38 ball control is a factor or not. Back and B to Flipper Anderson. He's double covered and incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I often don't like to put Gary in just because of that ball control. I mean, the Bears have a lot of great drones on defense, too. I have a feeling he's going to cough it up at least once in this game.
Madtown putting Turbo to shame, 16-15 on the taps. Breaks a tackle. Looking at third down here. Everett, don't call me Chris, underneath. He's got Buford McGee open with reception out of bounds at the 40 and a first down.
Call me Chris one more time, Troy.
I bet you don't. Cleveland Gary with the run here, tackled near the hash marks. Not what you want to have happen there. Get near the marker.
Even though Turbo knows he may not win the tap matchup, nice use of the drones there.
Nice time, JJ to Henry Ellard for a first down for the Rams. Mark Carrier on defense, run 3 is the call. Here comes Cleveland Gary. Close to the marker, 2nd and 1.
A nice 9-yard pickup there. Could have been more. Looked like he might have had some green there, but fortunately for the Bears, he was stopped.
It's Madtown waiting for the roll the dice for the condition check. It looked like Cleveland Gary might have been in good condition there. That would make him a 56 maximum speed running back. Underneath to Gary. Gets the hot route underneath and a first down. Taken down at the 10. That would also put his ball control at 44, which is on par with quarterbacks. Got the bird route to Ellard, but runs out of room there. No more real estate. It's a hot market, folks. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I'll definitely put Gary in if he's in good, but in average condition, I usually shy away from him.
Tries to force the taps, gets the bump, and Gary takes it into the end zone for a touchdown for Madtown Split Stars.
Well, nice drive by Madtown Split Stars, stealing that possession, calling the pass on 4th down, getting the pick, driving down the field and scoring.
I'll crack one open for the number 1 seed scoring there. Cheers to you and yours. It's 7-0. Madtown over Turbo.
And Madtown, the number 1 seed, obviously, he knows what he's doing. Some players love the Rams. They think the Rams are rated too low in every Tecmo spreadsheet and, think they can hang with some of the big boys. And who are we to question it?
Well, offensively, they are a lot of fun to play with.
Oh, for sure.
Back and be special all day. So, condition check time here for Turbo. Wants to get a touchdown. At the very least, get within 1 score here. If he can get a field goal, he could take a lead with a touchdown. His defense should still be able to slow down Madtown if he gets him out of rhythm a little bit. 1st down and 10 here for Turbo. Top hash mark, single back formation. Humphrey across the formation, a run 3. Really good drone support so far.
Yeah, so far he seems to be calling the right plays at the right time, or at least the right run or pass.
And should have some running room here. And gets out of bounds. Not sure if that was intentional. Turbo feeling like he can't win the taps. 3rd down and 3. Madtown really stepping up his game there. A number of players really stepping up their game. 8-Bit comes to mind. Nelson 79. Madtown Split Stars all emerging tappers in the last 12 months. 1st down and 10 for Turbo. The pitch to Bailey. There's a bump. Here he goes. Bailey is loose. 50. 40. Zagging past the 30, 20, 10. They won't catch him. Hits a touchdown. Turbo.
House call. Johnny Bailey.
Rest in peace.
Rips one off.
And just like that, the running attack. If you find yourself, if your name is Kevin Green and on your back, or Humphrey, those are kind of the 2 guys you can man. It's nighty-night. Both those running backs can house it. Oh, and if you think Bailey is too much, you got yourself a guy named Neil Anderson back there, too. So, bouncing around here, fumble picked up by the Rams. Tom Newberry, probably never ever call his game, or my name in my life, but here he goes, 30, 35, 40. Go, Tom!
Wow.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling like a... Wow. Inside the 30, 1st down for Madtown. A lot of clock burn there, too. So that was double benefit here.
Berry with raspberries for the Bears.
Carrier doesn't even have to make contact. The drones are all over it. And if you're Madtown here, I think even a field goal is something that you wouldn't mind. Crossfield to Ellard. Gets a diving grab and a touchdown to Madtown Swift Stars. You saw it coming, but he couldn't stop it.
Nice play. Beautiful timing. Gets him on the dive in the back of the end zone.
Chris Everett's dialed in.
He is.
Doesn't hear footsteps. 14-7. So Madtown with a quick response, and the Rams can give you that. Especially when you have Tom frickin' Newberry.
How exciting is that? That could be a Tecmo first in any broadcast.
Can we name a tournament? Can we name a tournament after Tom Newberry? Well, welcome to halftime. 14-7. The number 1 seed, Madtown Swift Stars, winning 14-7 over Turbo, the number 5 seed. Why don't you break down what we saw in the first half?
Well, in the first half, I think we saw what we are what they thought they were, right? I mean, the Bears leaned on their running attack. The Rams leaned on their passing attack, and so far the Rams have gotten the better of the Bears.
And they let him off the hook. Here comes Holohan to the 7. Rest in peace, Denny Green, man. They're dropping like flies, aren't they? Tecmo players and Tecmo coaches. See, we lost Reggie Cobb this year. We also lost Whiskey Wade Wilson.
Rest in peace, guys.
There's a whole page on TechMobile.org with the list of players that have passed away since the game came out. You got the likes of I'm trying to remember, is Dave Doerson on the Giants, or I can't. No, he's not. I know he was part of the '85 championship Bears, but I know he passed away. I think he might have been in the original Tecmo Bowl.
Tecmo.
Don Bracken, the punter of the Packers, he's no longer with us.
Reggie White.
Oh yeah, Jerome Brown. Lemuel Stinson with the
Waters.
pick. So first down, Turbo getting an opportunity here to get this game tied up. That secondary will step up from time to time.
Yeah, absolutely. The Bears secondary are arguably the best in the game. Turbo getting a huge turnover when he needed it most. Puts him right back in this game here.
Well, the running attack is what got him on the board. Playing good defense and ground and pound, but it was on basically one big play. So let's see if he tries to go past to get him off balance. Going underneath to Morris, who drops the ball. That's unfortunate. Second down to 10.
It was the right cycle. It was the right pass. Morris just couldn't
haul it in. Here comes Bailey reversing his field. He's now at 63 maximum speed, moving very well. Taken down at the 50, 3rd and 2.
Really nice cuts there. Look, Bailey just looking to take his shot and had a nice gain there. Was looking for more. Still a good pickup.
Tom Zach just getting past the marker at a first down. I know he was probably tempted to try to go over the top, but you got to get that first down.
Oh, for sure.
And this time, Bailey is just running away. Before, Madtown might have been able to slip behind that blocking scheme. Now Turbo is leaning on the speed of Bailey to beat that. Tom Zach now getting it done with his legs. And another first down? It is first down for the Bears. Dumpers.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see if the Bears can get the equalizing score.
Back to that run one. Here comes Bailey again, this time out of bounds. Don't know if that was intentional, but that speed becoming an issue. Big side open. He calls the play before the blocker's all the way down. So when you're on defense, you want to keep cycling through and make that blocker go all the way through his motion.
For sure.
This time Anderson with the carry. And he's calling these plays from the bottom hash mark, so the problem is he just doesn't have a lot of room.
Oh, for a second there, I thought he was going to reverse it. Oh, maybe.
This is filthy. Some really neat jukes there, 3rd down and 4. Not from the top hash mark. Give yourself a little more running room, depending on how you go with this. Might be a run up the middle. Nope. Sticking with that run one while really ballsy. Sticking with that all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Turbo on The boots of Johnny Bailey, rest his soul, with the second touchdown of the game. It's 14-13.
It's a steady diet of Baileys.
Sounds delicious. It's like the Big Lebowski, like the White Russians there.
There you go.
You know, Bailey brings it all together. Taken out of the 10, Madtown split stars with 15 seconds here. And is this his first possession of the half? Or no, did he open it with it? He threw that pick.
He opened it and threw the pick, but he hasn't had it since. Nice quarter-killing drive there by Turbo's Bears.
Well, condition check time. Ellard's in good. Holohan's in good. Feist, I don't think I've ever seen him make the lineup before, but in he goes. I'm not even pronounce. Is it face on Feist? I don't know how to pronounce that.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
Cleveland Gary with a good run. Is that like a cruel joke, being named Cleveland and Gary in the same sentence?
It's definitely one of the more interesting names at Tech.
Everyone from Gary, Indiana, and Cleveland just booed me. Anderson crossfield. He's got him in stride. 15-10-5. Tap, tap, tap. Breaks a tackle in the end zone. Touchdown. Madtown Spliff Stars.
Oh, we've seen Ellard take the top off the defense. Flipper can do it as well. Off the outstretched hands of the Bears secondary.
Do you know Z Dolphin?
Here we go.
Does he call you at home? Then you can quote him. 21-14, Madtown over Turbo. Plenty of time for Turbo to respond. It's been an exciting one so far with 3:53 remaining here. Tecmo time in the fourth quarter. Trojan 1979 with the ultimate weapon here on the Retro Sports Gamer channel. We're on round 5 of the playoffs here for the GBLAN 2019 online tournament. Game 5 out of the 6 for the night. One more after this. Hope you stay with us for that one as well. So, call play, arrow trick, and the jump pick. That's what happens when you have a crap quarterback. Turbo trying to go for it over the top instead of the underneath throw. You didn't have a lot of great options there, to be fair.
Humphrey running to the sideline. He's going to want that ball for his mantle.
And taking down the 25-yard line is, the 15, rather. What's going on there? It's like they ghosted each other. They're playing sarcastic ball, second down and 15. Back to that pass 4. I mean, if you're Madtown here, there's really no incentive to do anything with this other than just take clock away.
Clock. Absolutely.
You don't have Singletary is really the only guy that can rush in, and this close, you should be able to get that lineup and kick it, even with the Poultry Lansford, the barefooter.
Yep. Singletary sometimes can get in on field goals, but from this close a range, it should just be a double tap. But like you said, really no incentive to throw the ball there into that vaunted secondary.
Here it comes. Lansford from the top hash mark. Double taps it. And doinks it in, and it's good. So 24-14. Turbo in a rough spot here.
For sure. Madtown showing why he's the number 1 seed there. Very smart. Just doing exactly what he needed to do to get that score that could be the nail in the coffin.
So muster not a lot of room here, and we're going to see the running backs end up in the wide receiver positions to stretch the field. Harbaugh might be able to buy some time. I don't know. It looks like he'll be the guy back there. So Morris is in the receiving position. They will not be able to call running plays. It's not really an issue here. Going up to Bailey. He's got him. He's going to beat him to the house here. 20-15. And that's a touchdown. The problem here is if you're Turbo, you're player 2. And if you get an onside kick, you might as well go buy the Powerball ticket. Nice to see Jim Harbaugh get in there and do something for someone. 24-21. The guy from Ohio was really quiet when I said that.
You know, sometimes, I mean, I'm not from Ohio originally. Most people know I'm from Eastern PA, big Eagles fan, but there's really no profit in me saying anything there in Buckeye Nation.
If you want to rip on Jim Harbaugh, I forgive you. No, I'm actually encouraging it. So would guys like Joe Pasta, the Shark, the Watsky, whatever you want to call him. So your final score, 24-21, Madtown Split Stars triumphant over Turbo. A roll back and forth game, and Madtown able to outlast Turbo.
I mean, if you're Turbo and you look at the stats from Johnny Bailey, 123 yards receiving, a lot of that obviously coming on that last bomb, but just absolutely shredding it with Bailey in this game. He went into good condition, but, you know, it was about one drive short there. And, you know, Madtown had the crucial turnovers when he needed them, and that really was the difference in the game.
Very well played game by both players. This will end Turbo's run here in this tournament. Madtown Split Stars continues on into the next round of the losers bracket. So, for the Ultimate Weapon, this is Trojan 1979. We'll have the final game here of this week's broadcast for you shortly. Stay tuned. And we're back. Week 5 playoffs. This is your game of the week for Week 5, or Round 5 of the playoffs. Trojan 1979 welcoming into the booth VikingMoe. How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
It's fantastic. The viewers love you. Glad to have you back in the booth. Matty D taking on Bob Amano. This is an elimination game. The 6 seed versus the 14 seed. Matty D will be calling the matchup here. He is calling one of your favorites, the Phoenix Cardinals and Atlanta Falcons. Why don't you break this down for us?
Yeah, not one of my favorites.
I know, that's why I said it.
I knew it's why you said it. I just had to, whatever. Yeah, I like Atlanta better, just with the superstar power of Andre Rison and Deion Sanders. But, you know, you can't sleep on Lonnie Young in Phoenix. So the running backs are the same. Both the quarterbacks are kind of iffy. So should be interesting. I really like Bob Sacamano with Andre Rison in this matchup, though.
Broussard out of bounds at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10 for his Atlanta Falcons. Get the Dirty Birds going here. Dive play to Rozier. Not a lot of room. 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
He has the reverse in for Rison.
Bad moon.
Unbelievable.
That's taking a page from Tuli's playbook. Ken Harvey on defense. Bad moon on offense. Is it Miller time? It's not. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8.
Well, I took a shot there. Had to take it. Everyone else underneath was covered, so I liked the chance.
Oh, here comes the proverbial run 3 on 3rd and long. So 4th down and 2.
Is it proverbial or just run 3?
It actually is run 3. Glad you caught that. Sometimes for clickbait purposes, I like to say things that are incorrect just to see if Chad will correct me. And a 4th down and 2 conversion with Miller time. Here's a dive, run 2. It's called, and nowhere to go. 2nd and 10.
You probably say just to see if I'm paying attention, too, so that's good.
Well, it is the 3rd game for me tonight calling, so who knows what's going to happen. You might just grunt the rest of the broadcast. 1st down. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Back to that pro set. Yeah, I love it. This time running the other direction. Oh, he's got bad moon. What's happening here? Wow. Lonnie Young is all over that. Might be the wrong guy to try to run that against.
Yeah, that was almost a fumble. He almost got to him in time to fumble it. That was crazy.
Going up to Rison again. You get the feeling like Bob Sacamano, if you actually had that run to the top the other direction, who knows what could have happened on that play.
He was just freaking out that he almost fumbled it, I think.
Nice run up the middle of Rozier. He's going to have the 1st down and a whole lot more. Oh, well, Bob Sacamano and his normal time management strategy goes out of bounds prematurely.
He's fantastic at time management. Incredible discipline.
I can't even get out of the house in time to get a breakfast sandwich. I don't know. 2nd down and 3. Pass 4 is the call. Miller time gets taken down by Freddie Joe Nunn, the guy that was responsible for the torn rotator cuff of Don Mikowski in 1990.
You sound bitter about that.
a little bit. Although we did eventually get Brett Favre a couple years later. That worked out pretty well. So, 4th down and 5, yeah. The old gunslinger, at least he got us one title. Harvey coming in here and doinks in. So 3-0 on the boot of Greg Davis. So Matty D will now have an opportunity here to engage some hidden stats with Johnny Johnson and company. Visek Kahema, also actually a Green Bay Packer this season, out of the end zone. 5, 10, out of bounds at the 11. And pretty typical playbook featuring Johnny Johnson.
For sure, I really like to comment. Matty D did a great job of really clamping down on D as that drive went, and holding him to 3 was really big. So really a great chance here to go ahead in the game.
Just so you know, I'm actually paid by the word. What's 10,000 by 0?
Still 0.
Not if you're Roy Green. Nice completion and a first down as we enter the second quarter. 3-0. And the mediocrity continues if you're Matty D.
Well, it's a big play off the bat here, but see if he can sustain a drive and run it right at Dion.
I was talking about conditions.
Oh, sure.
So, Mike Gann, is it Mike?
Yes.
It is Mike. Yes. You don't see a lot of Mike Gann user-controlled moments. They're 2nd down and 7.
He's actually the second fastest guy in the defense, so he should get some more play.
I'm a primetime guy myself, but first down for Matty D here, moving the ball, 4:23 Tecmo time here in the second. Motion run play coming right up the middle. Johnny Johnson, not a whole lot of room there, just gets 1 yard. That offensive line, with the exception of Lewis Sharp, is a kind of a liability for the Cardinals, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, they got a couple of 38 hitting power guys in there.
Well, here comes Johnny Johnson.
He's loose.
Has he fumbled yet? Oh, inside the 5, 1st and goal.
Well, you tried to do the broadcaster jinx on him there.
Johnny Johnson hasn't fumbled on 37 carries. What happens next? God, it always happens when the field goal gets missed. Well, he hasn't missed in 37 years. So,
right.
Johnny Johnson getting Matty D on the board. Touchdown, 6-3.
Stuck with that up the middle run there. Just thought he could eventually bust that one through. As you saw Bob Sacamano try to get that bump with the D lineman and free up some drones to stuff it. And the previous plays didn't work out that time.
Broussard out of his end zone to the 5, to the 10. It's just for that drone looked like he was on ice. And Broussard's still going. Taking down the 18.
It's a very high effort kick return there. High effort.
Looks like we got a good condition, bad moon.
Yep. The rest doesn't matter. Just put in some blocking and let's go.
It's back in B, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, back in B deep all day.
This is a family show?
No, it isn't.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
It's just the Retro Sports Gamer channel. So things are happening. They're moving players places. Collins and Rison are your big players here. You know, it really wants to keep Rison to keep that run 4 viable. The problem
I still don't think it is.
Rozier's not terrible. I'm not sure why you would just not give him the up the middle there. I understand the safeties or something. You know, even a QB sneak would get you 3 yards would be better. That's my take on it. But you know what? We're in the booth. They're still playing in the tournament.
I like the flavor. I like the guts. I just didn't think he thought Lonnie Young could get all the way into the backfield before he pitched it. And I think he knows it's a dead play now.
Back to the pro set. Lonnie Young on defense. Here is the run. And 3rd down and 4, so very manageable here for Bob Sacamano. With 1:39 Tecmo time. Gets out of bounds, 4th down and 4. And that, I'm not sure, again, the whole thing with the pro set here. Maybe just an experimentation. Keeping it on the ground. Ooh. Miller able to get the marker with his legs, first down and 10.
Close play. Yeah, I don't know if this is a great time to experiment in an elimination game, but I think he has plenty of experience with that run too, though.
Almost gets that bump there. Rozier unable to break away. Run 2, I have no problem with that. Run 1 is kind of, if you don't have the taps, that's not a great play to call.
Right. It's a nice combo with run 2, but I agree having some taps helps, or a fast running back where you can reverse field and try to juke the guy a little bit to get some yards.
It's going to go back and be here to Rison. He's going to take a shot. He's got him in the end zone. That's a touchdown. J.J. style to Bob Amano.
It's always instant offense when you have Andre Rison, especially Rison and good. So that's 69 max speed and 81 reception. So all you got to do is try to get it to him, and when you need it in trouble, you can just go to it anytime, and that's one thing Phoenix doesn't have.
That slow pass delivery from Miller doesn't hurt either. So here's Sekahema, probably just going to run this out of bounds. And there you go. So welcome to halftime. 7-10, your score, Matty D, trailing Bob Amano. This is Trojan with VikingMoe here on the Retro Sports Gamer channel. This is the GBLAN 2019 Online Tecmo Super Bowl Tournament. This is round 5. Why don't you break down what we just saw?
Well, I think we talked a little bit about the game management, the clock management, and Bob did a great job there of just knowing I don't have a lot of time. I'm going to take my shot now. Matty D maybe not paying attention to the clock there, play coverage and short instead of trying to get back and maybe knock that down. So just great, game time awareness there and getting that score before half, which was huge, knowing that Matty D is getting the ball first.
So weak side open run coming here. Matty D, nice gain there, 8 yards on first down, 2nd and 2 coming up.
Dion looks silky. Looks like he's moving pretty well.
Well, it's that soul glow, really. I need to cue that music. 1st and 10. Rosenbob dropping back. Going to go underneath the Sekahema's. Got him. And pass the marker for another first down for Matty D. He's had no trouble moving the ball so far this half.
Well, pretty nice cycling there. Coverage with Dion. You can cover the whole field at this point, so really had to let that play develop. But a nice job cycling all the way through to the open guy again.
So I like that he decided to not throw cross field and just let the 19 maximum speed of Rosenbach go to work for him.
Tim with 2 M's. He's got some wheels.
Wow, nice run here by Johnny Johnson all the way near the 20-yard line, just outside of it, 1st and 10. So just nice balanced attack here from Matty D, attacking him a lot of different ways. We had a called pass 4 here. Going over the top to Ernie Jones, and he is covered, and it is incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Great job buying some time there, but yeah, didn't really have many options.
Rosenbach again has the marker and more. Inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
He's doing some work, and here's where Bob needs to lock down, see if he can hold him to a field goal.
Rosenbach just getting a little bit closer. TAMM certainly threatening, but he's being conservative, and as he should be at this point, trailing. Getting closer now. Let's say inside the 3, 3rd and goal.
Bob just trying to bait him to that knockdown, and Matty's not biting on it.
Nice
bait.
He
did that time. Wow.
And now you got to do the field goal here because you need to tie the game up. Comes the kick. Del Greco's kick should be good. Is it Del Greco? I can't remember.
We'll
it is.
Out.
Wow. Hey. Yeah. I have no
tied for
cheat
the worst
sheets.
Kicker.
He's not barefoot though.
No, which would be cool. But otherwise, he's tied for the worst kicker in the game with the Rams, Langsford. So, but I'm going to question, because he didn't score, of course, the play calling. I would have liked to maybe see some runs since he knows he has the taps. It's really hard to squeeze in a pass when you're in the goal line with Dion roaming around like that.
I wonder if Tupa would have squeezed that in there.
Oh, for sure. Oh, you mean the pass? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Rison is just it's a little long for Miller there. Third down and 10. So single back formation, top hash mark, the run through to Rozier. City died to this. And we saw, here we got a fumble here. Monster on a lot of red jerseys. Oh, boy, Cardinals recover as we enter the fourth quarter. It's a 10-10 game. I didn't see who exactly picked it up, but first and goal from the 8, not a great spot to be if you're Bob Sacamano. We got a called run 1. Running out of bounds is Johnny Johnson smartly.
Really the best way, besides picking it, to defend run 3 is if you can get him to get tackled in bounds with only a 5-yard gain. That's a win for the defense, and that's why, because it paid off with a huge fumble and now a pick play for Bob.
So Sanders trying to minimize the damage here for Johnny Johnson, and probably another field goal attempt coming here.
I would kick one. Smart play there.
This is a win if you're Bob Sacamano, regardless of the outcome. You don't.
Yes, great D.
I mean, he's got the opportunity here as well to. He has a way of making an entire quarter disappear with ball control.
Right, and really with only 3 points, he can take the lead with a touchdown. So I've seen him do this to me plenty of times where he eats lots of clock. So he definitely can do that. But great D, and it all started with that first pick play, and which came up huge, and then just played contained from there.
Just once I want to see him not pick Lonnie Young so he can go ahead with that. Trying to go to Collins for the JJ. He's got him.
The double jump.
It's over.
Oh, he whipped it.
Oh, man, I thought that was money.
So did I.
Rozier's in good here.
Often.
Collins was in bad. I don't know how much that played into it, but that was a fun cinematic. That's the quality of Tecmo.
Right, when you don't get those fancy cut screens very often, so I enjoyed that, and I've seen like the defender whiff, but I don't know if I've seen the offensive player whiff.
You Madden players had no idea what it was like in the 90s, man. That's as good as it got, man. Who cares about the hit stick and all that other stuff?
Right. Who needs a hit stick?
You and your Twitter. First down and 10.
Thought it was Tweeter. No? Okay.
Back in my day. Oh, Rison.
Nice.
He's got him. He runs backward. That's Odell. Bob Sacamano. That's what he do.
He has to burn the clock. He's not going to give the ball back. No way.
It's
2 yards at a time.
He'll go to fourth down intentionally just to get 1 inch. Oh, run down. Here he goes.
Yep, he's just burning it now. He's just going to burn the clock.
It burns as precious.
You think he can burn 2 minutes? I think he can.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably should score, but
he won't. Actually gives himself a little more room here now. All these plays, he's got some mobility and throwing here. Is this pass 2? No, he's going right up the middle here with the run.
A little shadow dancing there. I liked it.
Really, this whole playbook, except for that run 1, is open here, and that maybe that reverse. Oh, risky. He's got him in the back of the end zone. Are you kidding me? Bob Sacamano with the strike to Keith Jones, and he takes the lead. It's 16-13. It's Miller time.
Well, it's just the combo we were talking about was Miller to Jones, right? All game. That's, you have to watch out for that.
You can only hope to contain Bill Jones.
Right. Or Keith Jones.
I'm sorry, Keith. Who is Bill? Bill's on the Chiefs, is it?
Yeah.
You know what? I've made this mistake before. So
well,
this is why I need
there's
you.
So many Jones. There's a Victor Jones on Houston. There's so many Joneses.
Keeping up with him.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he gave him time. I have to say, I'm kind of surprised at how much time is left, knowing what Bob does. So he's got a couple shots here.
You have the pro factor. You can get some guys down the field now. Ron Wolfley, I believe he's the hometown radio announcer guy for the Arizona Cardinals. The now Arizona Cardinals, of course, back then Phoenix. He's in running back, so he can get John Johnson speed down the field. He's going to Roy Green this time.
He's got good speed.
And he's covered. He had Sanders in the proper position. And maybe a chance to eat a called play. Maybe 2 if you're lucky and get that last one down the field.
Yeah. Got to try to buy some time with Tim's legs back there to let these guys get downfield.
TIMM.
Doing? Stop it. There we go.
All right. So here it is. Oh, boy. That line broke down in a hurry. Rosenbach just scrambling for his life. And lets it go to Johnny Johnson.
Dion's locked in. Good distance.
Oh, are you kidding me? The tagger. Whole walk-off.
Wow,
Johnny Johnson.
Wow.
From TIMM Rosenbach. An elimination dagger from Matty D to Bob Sacamano.
Well, it almost makes you wonder, do you take, I mean, it's always hindsight, but do you take Dion and just blitz and go after him? Knowing that he could catch up easily if he got rid of the ball. I don't know, but
it's not a
that's
bad,
just
not a bad thought.
It's just sick. That's just sick. I feel bad for Bob, but what a great play by Matty D. Just that's beautiful. That was beautiful.
That's you always have that in your back pocket. Bob Sacamano knew it. That's why he tried to run the clock down. Took the touchdown when he had it. But Matty D is victorious and will be advancing here one step closer to the championship of the losers bracket. And, of course, the winner of that will advance to take on the winner. But we're a little bit further away from that yet. We'll have all of that action next week here for you as we wrap up with all of the remaining games and the championship broadcast for you to wrap up this thing. So it's been an incredible 6 weeks of regular season, plus these. This is our fourth week of broadcasting the playoffs. So we'll be 11 weeks all in. All of you that have been with us the entire way, we greatly appreciate it. So for VikingMoe, this is Trojan 1979. Stay tuned. We'll have all of the scores from these 2 rounds, round 4 and round 5, for you shortly. Take care.